You are at Crossroads Blues Records. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.
My cousin gave me the back room with a window facing east. Said stay as long as you need to, stay a month at least. I brought my guitar and my documents and the clothes and the particular displacement that a man like this knows. When the structure of the daily life has come apart and the borrowed room is all there is between you and the dark. Midnight in a borrowed room, sleeping in someone's grace. All my life reduced to what will fit inside a suitcase. Midnight in a borrowed room, stranger in the mirror there, a man between his stories with nothing left to spare. Before at different points of age, at 23 between the cities on the early stage of a life that seemed provisional and likely to become something with a permanent address and some of choosing, but at 50 it arrives with a different weight. The borrowing, the man who barely survives. My cousin and his family eat at 6 and I come down and sit inside the family of someone else's town, of ordinary routine, the kids, the homework and the news. And I am grateful and displaced in the particular blues of a man who once had his own table and his own voice at the dinner of his daily life. In someone's grace. All my life reduced to what will fit inside a suitcase. Midnight in a borrowed room, stranger in the mirror there, a man between his stories with nothing left to spare. Play the guitar softly after 9 when the house is still. Let the music do the inventory of what the will requires to rebuild a life from borrowed rooms and grace. The guitar doesn't ask about the temporary place. It just answers to the fingers and the feeling and the time. And a man in a borrowed room can still make make something fine. I found a room to rent on a Wednesday in the fall, a permanent address of my own for the first time through it all. I thanked my cousin quietly and meant it to the bone. There's a dignity in borrowed rooms that only those who've known, who've needed them and been received without condition or release. The borrowed room is where I found the bottom and the peace. Midnight in a borrowed room, sleeping in someone's grace. All my life reduced to what will fit inside a suitcase. Midnight in a borrowed room, stranger in the mirror there, a man between his stories with nothing left to spare. Gave me the back room with the window facing east. Said stay as long as you need to, stay a month at least. My cousin gave me the back room with the window facing east. Said stay as long as you need to, stay a month at least. I brought my guitar and my documents and the clothes and the particular displacement that a man like this knows. When the structure of the daily life has come apart and the borrowed room is all there is between you and the dark. Midnight in a borrowed room, sleeping in someone's grace. All my life reduced to what will fit inside a suitcase. Midnight in a ballroom, stranger in the mirror there, a man between his stories with nothing left to spare. She lit the porch light every night, regardless of the hour of my return, or whether I was standing in the shower of someone else's morning, or the backseat of a cab, coming home with all the evidence of where the night had been grabbed. And live without her, she would have the porch light on and the coffee ready for the man who kept on being gone. She kept the faith and I kept moving down the road. She kept the fire burning and I kept dropping my load. She kept the faith while I was out there being lost. And a woman who keeps faith for a faithless man pays the full cost. I told myself the story that she wanted me this way, that the freedom that I needed was the freedom she would pay for willingly, because she knew the kind of man I was before she chose me. That the porch light was because she loved the version that came home regardless of the state, and not despite the state. I told myself that lie straight. Her best friend told me once at a party in the yard, she said, "My girl has loved you like a saint, and it is hard for a woman with that much to give it to a wall." I said, "She knows who I am." Her friend said, "Yes, that's all." The tragedy of it, she knows exactly who you are, and she loves you anyway, from whatever near or far. She kept the faith, and I kept moving down the road. She kept the fire burning, and I kept dropping my load. She kept the faith while I was out there being lost. And a woman who keeps faith for a faithless man pays the full cost. She stopped keeping the faith on a Tuesday in the spring. Not with anger, not with drama, just the quieting of the thing. The porch light wasn't on when I came home at 2, and the darkness of the porch was more instructive than a clue could ever be. It was the whole and clear and honest fact that a woman's patience has a limit, and this was that. I sat outside that dark porch for an hour in the cold, reckoning with what it cost. A woman good as gold, to finally close the account of her extraordinary keep of the faith for a man who treated faith like it was cheap. I'm the man now who keeps faith and who keeps the porch light on, for the chance she never gave me and the memory of the gone. She kept the faith, and I kept moving down the road. She kept the fire burning, and I kept dropping my load. She kept the faith while I was out there being lost. And a woman who keeps faith for a faithless man pays the full cost. She lit the porch light every night, regardless of the hour of my return, or whether I was standing in the shower. She lit the porch light every night, regardless of the hour of my return, or whether I was standing in the shower of someone else's morning, or the backseat of a cab, coming home with all the evidence of where the night had been grabbed. And live without her, she would have the porch light on, and the coffee ready for the man who kept on being gone. She kept the faith, and I kept moving down the road. She kept the fire burning, and I kept dropping my load. She kept the faith while I found her at the river on a March night, cold and clear. Standing at the edge of it was something in the atmosphere of her posture and a stillness that I didn't interrupt, because it looked like something sacred, something being kept inside the private of the moment, and the water and the sky. And I waited on the embankment while the river ran by. The promise she made to the river on the night I'll never know, when she went down to the water and she let the current go. The promise she made to the river, she never told a soul, but whatever she surrendered to the water made her whole. She came back up the bank eventually and took my hand, and we walked home through the March cold without a reprimand. A question from my side, I understood that some things have a right to their own silence, and whatever the river brings from a person who has offered it their particular weight belongs to the river and the person and the night and the late. She was different in the days that followed, not in the obvious, not happy or resolved in the way of things conspicuous, but quieter in the good way, in the settled and the still, like a person who is given something heavy to the hill and come back without the load, still knowing where they left I went to the river myself one night in the October, carrying the thing I'd been refusing since September, sober. Up to look at plainly some combination of the fear and the failure and the grief of the preceding year. I stood at the edge and offered it the way she'd done, and waited for the river to receive it and be done. The river took it or it didn't, I couldn't really tell, but the standing at the edge of it and speaking it to the well of the moving and the ancient and the cold and the ongoing felt like something, felt like less of the alone and the not knowing. She never told me what she gave the river in the march, but I know she gave it something that released her from the stocks. The promise she made to the river on the night I'll never know, when she went down to the water and she let the current go. The promise she made to the river, she never told us so, but whatever she surrendered to the water made her whole. Plans on Saturday, real plans with real people, a dinner reservation and a walk beneath the steeple of the old church on the corner in the evening light of fall. Then the blues came in at breakfast and dismantled it all. Not the situational, the weather and the small, but the cellular and ancient, the original call. The blues don't care what day it is, don't care if it's Sunday, don't care if it's your birthday or the morning after Monday. The blues don't care what day it is, they come in on their own. No appointment and no warning to a man sitting alone. I called my friend and canceled, and I heard in his voice the understanding of a man who doesn't second guess the choice to honor what is present, even when what's present is the unreasonable heaviness that goes where it goes. He said another time and didn't add the judgment or the fix. That's the friend you need when the blues comes in and sticks. I spent the Saturday in state of things that Saturday, which was the dark and old blues that has no reason and requires no foothold in the logical or recent. It just is what it is. And a man who's made his peace with it survives it like this. The blues don't care what day it is, don't care if it's Sunday, don't care if it's your birthday or the morning after Monday. The blues don't care what day it is, they come in on their own. No appointment and no warning to a man sitting alone. By evening, something shifted in the cellular somewhere. Not healed, not resolved, but breathable with a bit more air. In the room of it I made the simple dinner, and I played the guitar for 2 hours and let the playing be displayed to nobody at all, just the walls and the night and whatever is on the other side of the light. Sunday came and I was mostly back to the functional. The plans rescheduled, the ordinary resumption of the life that waits patiently beside the blues until the blues decides to take its leave and let the morning fill with the reasonable and possible and the well enough. The blues don't care what day it is, but it don't stay forever tough. The blues don't care what day it is, don't care if it's Sunday, don't care if it's your birthday or the morning after Monday. The blues don't care what day it is, they come in on their own. No appointment and no warning to a man sitting alone.
At 23, starting over feels like the adventure. The open road ahead, the risk, the unpredictable indenture of the new at 33. It feels like a detour. At 43, it starts to feel like something less than sure. At 53, it feels like swimming against a current strong. At 63, it feels like all of these at once and long. 63, starting over. Lord, that's the kind of thing that makes young men nervous and makes old men sing. 63, start 63 has different muscles and a different kind of slow. The marriage ended after 30 years of building well, not with a catastrophe, but with the mutual will of two people slowly growing in two different directions, until the directions could no longer find their intersections. We sat and made the adult choice and honored what we'd been, and divided the remaining years as cleanly and as clean. My children are grown up with their own children and their own parallel constructions of the adulthood they've known. And they don't need me in the daily operative way that children do in small. I call them and I say, I'm doing something different with the years I have ahead. And they are cautiously supportive. Cautiously I said, 63, starting over. Lord, that's the kind of thing that makes young men nervous and makes old men sing. 63 and starting over. Done it before, I know, but 63 has different muscles and a different kind of slow. With good light for the guitar and the book, furnished it with only what I wanted when I took the inventory of the actual, not the obligated, not the furniture of someone else's life, translated into the rooms I lived in, but the objects of my own. A man at 63 deserves to furnish what he's grown. I play the blues on Tuesday at the bar on River Street. A crowd of mostly strangers who are also incomplete in their particular ways, which is the audience. The blues requires the unfinished, and the people in the blues of their own making. All the worlds we play until 11. 63 and starting over. Closer now to heaven. 63 and starting over. Lord, that's the kind of thing that makes young men nervous and makes old men sing. 63 and starting over. Done it before, I know, but 63 has different muscles and a different kind of slow. At 23, starting over feels like the adventure, the open road ahead, the risk, the unpredictable indenture. At 23, starting over feels like the adventure. The open road ahead, the risk, the unpredictable indenture. At 23, starting over feels like the adventure. The open road ahead, the risk, the unpredictable indenture. Of the new at 33, it feels like a detour. At 43, it starts to feel like something less than sure. At 53, it feels like swimming against the current strong.
I've been a man of glory, that's the honest and the plain. I've chosen the departure over staying in the rain. Of the difficult and close, and the required and the deep, of the intimacy that happens when you choose to keep your word to someone daily, in the small and unremarkable. I traded all of that for roads and found them cold and sparkable. The hardest word is stay when everything says go. When the road is wide and open and you're itching and you know. The hardest word is stay, harder than goodbye. A man who stays on purpose has decided something high. She asked me once directly at the table after dinner. She said, are you a stayer, or are you always going to be thinner? Presence then I need from a man I'm considering. And I told the truth, which is I'm trying in the entering of the state for. And the rooted is a thing I'm working toward. She said, I believe you, but the proving of that word. The first test came in February with the ordinary repetition of the same week in the same interior, of the same apartment with the same routines in place. And I felt the pull to vary it, to open up the space, with a reason to be elsewhere, with a circumstance to go. And instead I made the dinner, and I said it, I said no. The hardest word is stay when everything says go. When the road is wide and open and you're itching and you know. The hardest word is stay, harder than goodbye. A man who stays on purpose has decided something high.
practice, not a personality delivered. At the door of the commitment, it's a thing that must be shivered. Through each time the road presents its alternative and wide option to the ordinary of the person at your side. I practice it like scales now, which is badly and with effort, and occasionally with beauty, and with something past the effort. She's still here, and I'm still here, and the table's set for two. And the February test is now a Tuesday that came through, with both of us still in it, and the ordinary rich of a life that has been chosen over the itch of the road. I'm learning that the hardest word is stay, and the man who learns to say it earns the people and the day. The hardest word is stay. When everything says go, when the road is wide and open, and you're itching and you know, the hardest word is stay. Harder than goodbye. A man who stays on purpose has decided something high. The first lie I told her was a little one, a small adjustment of the timeline of the evening, nothing tall, enough to matter on its own. It was just convenient, a rearrangement of the facts that made the piece obedient. And she believed it because she had no reason not to yet. And the ease of the believing is the lesson I'd regret. Every lie has a mother, every lie has a name, every lie started somewhere in the fear and in the shame. Just a small untruth grown up into something that can swallow all the proof. The second lie was larger by the calibration of the first one, having worked without a question or a shove. Against the fiction from her end, she trusted me. And trust is the most dangerous thing that good people carry free into the arms of someone who has learned the first lies feel and found it less unpleasant than the difficult of real. By the fourth year, I was fluent in the language of the not quite, could deliver a construction at the dinner and the night with the cat. merciful somehow, that the truth would hurt her more. I told myself that vow. Every lie has a mother, every lie has a name, every lie started somewhere in the fear and in the shame. Every lie has a mother who was just a small untruth, grown up into something that can swallow all the proof. She found the truth the way the truth insists on being found, not through the dramatic, but the ground level and the ground. A receipt, a timestamp, a name that didn't fit the story. She came to me with all of it without the prosecutorial glory of the anger that it deserved, and said, I need the truth now. And I gave it, and the giving was the worst of the somehow. She left with more dignity than I had any right to see, from a woman I had spent 4 years deceiving carefully. I'm accountable to that, I carry it as what I did, not as the story of what happened, but the thing I bid. On and delivered, that's my authorship of those years. Every lie has a mother, and her name is in my mirrors. Every lie has a mother, every lie has a name, every lie started somewhere in the fear and in the shame. Every lie has a mother who was just a small untruth, grown up into something that can swallow all the proof. All the proof. I came back with the apology I should have brought in spring, in the middle of the winter, when the gesture means a thing, less than it might have when the damage was still wet, when the wound was still receiving and the leaving hadn't said. Into the permanent arrangement of a woman gone ahead, into the life that follows and the future that she led. The rain that came too late for the crop already done comes on now and matters to nobody under the sun. The rain that came too late, falling on the gone. A man's best intentions, when they finally arrive, too long. I rehearsed the words for months, that's the part I have to own. I
I knew the shape of what I owed and had it fully known. In the body and the conscience, in the mirror and the night. But I kept deferring the arrival of the right moment that would never manufacture its own call. And the season turned without me, and the season took the fall. When I finally showed up, she was gracious at the door. Not warm, which would have been too much to ask, but something more. Then dismissive, something civil and humane, like a woman who had processed the affair of all the pain and arrived at a position past the needing of my word, but polite enough to let me speak and let herself be heard. The rain that came too late for the crop already done comes on now and matters to nobody under the sun. The rain that came too late, falling on the gone. A man's best intentions, when they finally arrive, too long. She said she appreciated what it cost to come and say the things I'd come to say, and that she'd had her own way of arriving at a closure that she'd built without my reign. She said the apology was welcome, and she wished me the same treatment from the universe that I'd withheld from her. She said it without bitterness, and I believed her. I drove home in the actual rain on a Tuesday afternoon, thinking about the seasonal and how the opportune. A moment has a body in a lifespan and a close, and a man who defers his reckoning past the time when it most matters to the person who receives it, gets received with grace, but grace from the arrived at, not the open tender place. The rain that came too late for the crop already done comes on now and matters to nobody under the sun. The rain that came too late, falling on the gone. A man's best intentions, when they finally arrive, too long. Came back with the apology I should have brought in spring. I came back with the apology I should have brought in spring, in the middle of the winter.
gesture means a thing. I came back with the apology I should have brought in spring, in the middle of the winter, when the gesture means a thing. Less than it might have when the damage was still wet, when the wound was still receiving and the leaving hadn't set into the permanent arrangement of a woman gone ahead, into the life that follows and the future that she led. The rain that came too late for the crowd already done comes on now and matters to nobody under the sun. The rain that came too late, falling on the gum. A man's best intentions, when they finally arrive too long. I came back with the apology. I wrote my first song in a kitchen in the autumn of my youth. 3 chords and a feeling, and the approximation of truth about a woman and a leaving, in the manner of the blues, as if the form selected me before I got to choose. I played it for the walls first, and then for anyone who'd sit. And the blues recognized itself and said, that's some of it, 100 songs, and still the blues comes knocking on the door. 100 songs of sorrow, and there's still 1,000 more. 100 songs, and still the delta running through my blood. The blues don't leave a man alone until he's back in the mud. The second song was better, and the third was where I found the thing behind the skill that makes the blues a deeper sound. Not the execution of the notes or the rhyme scheme, but the willingness to offer something true beyond the seam of the presentable and managed, and the socially contained. The blues requires the unmanaged and the stained. Over 40 years of playing, I have written in the hundreds, and the subject hasn't varied past the dozen fundamentals of the loneliness and longing, and the love and the betrayed, and the spiritual and mortal, and the man alone afraid, in the dark and also finding, in the dark, a kind of light that the blues alone can generate, in the absolute of night. 100 songs, and still the blues comes knocking on the door. 100 songs of sorrow, and there's still 1,000 more. 100 songs, and still the delta running through my blood. The blues don't leave a man alone until he's back in the mud. People ask me how I keep the writing fresh after this long. How the 100th heartbreak still becomes a heartbreak song. I say the human situation doesn't tire of its themes. The loneliness is always fresh. The betrayal always screams. The same first cry in whoever's throat this season carries it. And my job is to receive that cry and honestly transmit. This one here is the 100th in the counting that I keep, or the 1000th, depending on the songs I wrote in sleep. And forgot by morning, dedicated to the crowd of every broken-hearted person listening too loud in their headphones on the commute, or their earbuds in the bar. The blues is for the distance between where you are and the star of wherever you were going when the leaving intervened. 100 songs and still the blues and everything it's meant. 100 songs and still the blues comes knocking on the door. 100 songs of sorrow, and there's still 1,000 more. 100 songs and still the delta running through my blood. The blues don't leave a man alone until he's back in the mud. I wrote my first song in a kitchen in the autumn of my youth. 3 chords and a feeling and the approximation of truth about a woman and a leaving in the manner of the blues, as if the form selected me before I got to choose. I played it for the walls first, and then for anyone who'd sit. And the blues recognized itself and said, that's some of it. 100 songs and still the blues comes knocking on the door. 100 songs of sorrow, and there's still 1,000 more. 100 songs and still the delta running through my blood. The blues don't leave a man alone until he's back in the mud. I wrote my first song in a kitchen in the autumn of my youth. 3 chords and a feeling and the approximation of truth about a woman in the lead in the manner of the blues.
I've been thinking about the last set more than I used to do. Not morbidly, just the practical 50 years of blue. Skins on my fingers and the road inside my bag. A man who's played as long as I have starts to take the track of what he's leaving in the music and what the music says about the man who made it in his various days. After the last song plays and the room goes dark and still, after the amp goes silent and the guitar's had its fill, after the last song plays, what remains of the man is the music that he offered and the distance that it ran. My teacher said when I was young and arrogant and fast, he said, son, the notes you play are the only things that last of a man's particular passage through the world and the air. Said the furniture and the money and the title go somewhere, but a note that's played with honesty goes forward without end. And a musician's obligation is to play it true and send it. I have played for the grieving, and I've played for the bride. I've played in the hospitals and played at the riverside of memorials for men who built the thing I play and left, the instrument and trust for those who followed and the cleft. Of their absence is a space that someone else must fill with the same particular honesty and craft and will. After the last song plays and the room goes dark and still, after the amp goes silent and the guitar's had its fill, after the last song plays, what remains of the man is the music that he offered and the distance that it ran. My recordings are not many, and they're not the finest work, but they're honest and they're present without pretense or the smirk of the self-aware performance. They're just what the nights required of a man with a guitar and the lights of a small stage and an audience who needed what he had, which was the truth in 6 strings about the good and bad. I'll play as long as the hands hold and the voice stays in the range of something recognizable. And when the strange silence of the last set comes, I hope someone will say, replayed it true and didn't waste the music or the day. After the last song plays, let the music keep on going. A river doesn't stop because the man who loved it stopped his rowing. After the falling still. After the amp goes silent and the guitar's had its fill, after the last song plays, what remains of the man is the music that he offered and the distance that it ran.
You are at Crossroads Blues Records. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.